The NCAA is being accused of lying to consumers, and billboards are the latest weapon in the fight against illegal immigration. Learn about these stories and more today, Tuesday, December 24th, 2024.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State, the Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Happy Christmas Eve. Thanks for spending part of your day with the Texas Minute. As a programming note, we'll be taking the next 2 days off. The Texas Minute will return on Friday, December 27th. But now let's jump into what's making news in the Lone Star State. Updating a story first reported by Texas Scorecard last week, Bibles are going back on library shelves in the Canyon Independent School District. This comes after parents publicly challenged administrators' decision to remove the good book and demand it be returned. Superintendent Darryl Flushy had told concerned parents that a Texas law passed in 2023 designed to protect students from sexually explicit content required the district to take the Bible out of school libraries. Parents pushed back against Flushy's fallacious claim. Late last week, Canyon ISD issued a statement announcing that the decision had been, quote, reevaluated. The district's reversal came on the heels of criticism from state lawmakers like Republican State Representative Jared Patterson of Frisco, who authored the legislation and said that removing the Bible was either, quote, rooted in ignorance of state law or an open hostility to the will of the people. When state lawmakers convened in January, among the proposed legislation is a ban on government entities having offices focused on the left-wing agenda known as diversity, equity, and inclusion. Measures filed in both the House and Senate would prohibit official DEI offices and restrict the ability of agencies to contract such services out to a third party. A DEI office is defined as a unit inside government established to influence workforce composition with respect to race, sex, color, or ethnicity. The ban would include not only state government, but also cities, counties, and school districts, as well as open enrollment charter schools. A billboard campaign is being launched by Governor Greg Abbott meant to dissuade illegal aliens from crossing into Texas. These billboards are being placed across Central America, Mexico, and along parts of the Texas-Mexico border. The messages on billboards in Central America highlight the dangers women and children may face if sent across the border, including rape and kidnappings perpetrated by the smugglers. Billboards in Mexico are in Spanish and display short warning messages such as, quote, danger ahead. If you cross into Texas illegally, you will regret it forever. The Texas Minute will be right back.
The Luke Macias Show is your access to what happens behind closed doors in Texas politics. Listen weekly to me, your host, Luke Macias, as I break down what is actually happening in conservative politics in the Lone Star State, a state that we all love and cherish. Listen weekly wherever you listen to podcasts. This show is a product of Texas Scorecard.
Attorney General Ken Paxton is suing the National Collegiate Athletic Association for allowing biological males to compete against women. The lawsuit is being brought under the auspices of the Texas Deceptive Trade Practices Act. That law is designed to protect consumers from businesses attempting to mislead them into purchasing goods or services that aren't as advertised. Paxton is accusing the NCAA of engaging in deceptive and misleading practices by marketing sporting events as women's competitions, only to then provide consumers with mixed-sex competitions where biological males compete against biological females. The Attorney General is seeking a permanent injunction that will prohibit the NCAA from allowing biological males to compete in women's sporting events held in Texas or that involve Texas teams. As a reminder, we'll be taking the next 2 days off. The Texas Minute will return on Friday, December 27th. This edition of the Texas Minute was produced by Walker York and based on the original reporting of Aaron Anderson, Luca Cacciatore, Valerie Munoz, and Emily Medeiros. And on behalf of everyone at Texas Scorecard, let me wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas.
Thanks for listening to the first news of the day for the Lone Star State. This has been the Texas Minute with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.